All right. Good morning. Welcome back. How's everyone doing? Chef, what could go wrong? Mortgage rates. Yeah, mortgage rates are high, right? The 10-year. That 10 years got to come down. Mortgage rates are very high. Yeah, not surprising move yesterday, right? The move made total sense. What did we do? You guys saw it on Twitter. I posted it on Twitter. Posted in the chat, right? We caught that thing live. What did we do yesterday? Why did the market move higher? It can all be explained with technical levels. Here it is right here. If you guys come here in the live streams, you know. Why did it happen? 15,060. Right? That was our channel high. Remember we said we need to get a channel high break. And that is exactly what we got yesterday. 15,060. Just awesome. Awesome. So, once again, right? Once again, just trading technical levels on the futures market. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. I hope it's making sense. I hope it's clicking for some people. You know, that's why I'm here. I hope that it starts to click. You know, you step into yesterday's market. You don't trade off of what the media is saying. You just trade off of the levels on the market like every other day. So hopefully it's clicking for some of you guys out there. Hopefully you had a good day yesterday as well. Whether you're in the community or not, hopefully you took some of the information here and applied it to some of your trades. The Twitter name is at the bottom left of your screen, my friend. All right. There. Right there. Just watch out for the fakes. Watch out for the scams. There's now fake accounts on TikTok. So if you guys get a message from me on TikTok, I can guarantee you it's not me. Okay? I do not DM people on TikTok. And if you think that I'm out there DMing people on TikTok to buy cryptocurrency, please think twice before you message people. I will never message you first on any platform. I will never be sitting here thinking, oh, hey, I wonder how Sebastian Grove's doing today. Let me go ahead and DM him and say, hey, how's your trading been? Interested in signing up for my automated crypto scam? Guys, I will never. OnlyFans messages? Maybe. Maybe, Dennis. That's good. All right, guys. Well, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Hope you guys had a good day yesterday. Yeah, some nice stuff to watch. Some really nice clean levels to be paying attention to. NASDAQ did a break and hold above 15,060. Very nice. That 4,300 hold on the ES yesterday. Again, very nice. So some really clean stuff. And let's review it today. So we have some things to review, some new levels to watch. We have now broken that channel on the NASDAQ, right? We made a video about this. Once we get a break of that channel, things might be able to heat up. So let's see. We do, of course, right? Of course, we get that move right as we approach some major economic data. So how much do we trust it? For me, I don't trust it more than just a short-term scalp and maybe some swing trades on some runners, right? So if you guys are not familiar maybe with this trading style, if I have a nice trading day, if I have a nice scalp trade that goes for, let's say, 20-30%, and I have, let's say, 20-30 contracts, I will, if this stock holds up, I'll hold one or two contracts overnight. Why not, right? It doesn't matter to me. That's really all I've been doing is just those short-term scalps, and if they turn out really well, I'll turn them into runners on some swing trades. And so today, have some position on Tesla overnight. We took some longs on Tesla after some short-term scalps to the downside yesterday. So that's the only thing I have in my portfolio today. But anyways, let's get started. So if you guys could, press that like button, subscribe to the channel. I did turn off the automatic ads, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to review, if it's worth my while. But maybe just like an 8:30 ad, throw it in there halfway through the stream. Maybe we do like a little, if we don't get 1,000 likes, we throw an ad in there, something like that. I want to make sure I'm still monetizing this channel, guys. So I hope you don't mind. Every once in a while, I am going to throw an ad in the live streams. At the end of the day, right, I think it's okay to watch a 5-second ad for some of the content we provide here on the stream. I don't want to feel bad about that. So I'll let you guys know how I sort of run this. Yeah. Anyways, so schedule, economic earnings calendar. Let's go ahead and pull up the earnings and economic calendar here. You guys can see right here. Today is Tuesday. We have NFIB optimism index. I've never seen the market move off that. Wholesale inventories 10 a.m. Tomorrow is really the important day, right? Wednesday, October 11th. Thursday, October 12th. PPI tomorrow on Wednesday and CPI on Thursday. And then 2 o'clock tomorrow, we also have FOMC minutes. All right, so PPI, FOMC minutes, jobless claims on Thursday, CPI, we know this. I just go over it every day because just make sure everyone knows, right? So make sure you're aware of that. I would be very cautious, right? I would be very cautious holding swing trades into tomorrow, all right? Tomorrow is the day I would probably not hold swing trades through. You have PPI in the morning. You have that FOMC, right? Very important to be paying attention to and can definitely move the market You want to be cautious before you put risk into a swing trade into tomorrow, okay? That's my fair warning for you. All right, let's go back. Tesla, very interesting structure being built on Tesla. This is why I did long Tesla off the 252 area yesterday. It was a very clean previous low that held again. This is a very interesting structure being built on Tesla. I want to point it out, something I would definitely keep your eyes on. NVIDIA over 452. That was a big hold on NVIDIA this morning. Previous double top highs turning into support here on NVIDIA. Definitely something to watch. Meta. Finally, some movement on Meta. That thing has been a piece of shit, honestly. And it finally got a little bit of movement. So we'll see. I don't really like chasing it today after just a random squeeze. But there's hopefully a little bit of life back in Meta, something to watch. I was enjoying trading Meta for a long time until the last few weeks. AMD, we talked about that 105 hold on AMD. That was beautiful. A nice little break and retest hold. We talked about that one in the live stream. Congrats if you guys caught that one. Amazon 130 and Google 140, two major supply levels approaching on these two names. And then finally, the Apple 177.50 level. We need to be watching that as a retest today and seeing if that holds. All right? So that's what we're going to look at. Of course, we're always going to start with the futures. So let's go ahead and do that right now. For all you guys that can't see, we do have the ticker and the time frame back on the top right of your screen. So, congratulations. You can now relax. All right. So, what did we talk about last week? Last week, all this week, every day since, right around here, maybe last week, last 2 weeks. Excuse me. A little tired this morning. 15,060, right? That was our channel high. 15,060. It was our channel high. 15,060 every day. That was the level we needed to get above, right? So yesterday we came into the day, and we said we are back under 15,060. We need to get above that level for confirmation to the upside. On the flip side, we do not want to short, right? This was very, very, very pushed for you guys yesterday. I made it very clear. You did not want to short into double top highs, right? We're not going to short back into Wednesday, Thursday highs, okay? And you can see exactly what happened, right? So this explains to you that no matter what's going on in the news, what you're seeing online, whatever someone's panicking over, whatever you feel like should affect the market, whatever is in your mind, if it's not aligning with technical levels, you have a good chance of losing money, all right? These are short-term moves on the market. You have to remember what you're trading. You are trading day-by-day moves. Larger economic events, maybe some drama in the world. The market, at times it will trade off that day of or short term, but this is not, you're not taking 5-minute scalps on Tesla based off of macroeconomic news, right? We need to find something. We need to find a strategy that we can rely on every single day, right? Something we can rely on and trust. And so yesterday, all we did yesterday, nothing looked different, because of the over the weekend news, right? It was simply a pullback to previous highs, a retest hold, right? And a continuation to the upside. This is as clean of technical analysis that you could have gotten, right? Yesterday was actually one of the cleanest technical analysis days I've seen in some time, right? So I hope it's just a little bit of an eye-opener for some people, right? If you came into the market yesterday and said, oh yeah, we're going down, baby. I can't believe everything going on. The world's going to shit. I'm in puts, right? And because the market has to tank, right? This has to move the market down. If that's how you came into the market yesterday, I highly recommend, as a friend, as someone who cares, I highly recommend you change your mindset. That is not going to make you successful long term. You need to trust technical levels on the futures market. It's as easy as that, okay? You have to trust these levels that we provide. You have to find something that you can come into the day every day and be consistent with, and just look for the same thing over and over again. You can't come into a random trading day and think differently because of a macroeconomic event. I don't think that's something, right? Maybe on that day you stay cautious, right? You could say, okay, I'm a little cautious today. There's some macroeconomic data. Let me be a little cautious here. But you need to find something you can replicate. That's the only way to be consistent. It has to be the same thing over and over again, exact same thing over and over again, right? So yesterday was no different. We talked about that Wednesday, Thursday high. We held it beautifully. We longed off that yesterday, right? You had that 15,060 supply we talked about, and this was one of the cleanest break and retests you could have possibly entered on yesterday. Absolutely gorgeous. So you have the previous day double top highs intraday, right? You had that double top high intraday at 15,060 supply, which is where we took some shorts yesterday as well. We took some Q puts here, some Q puts here, very nice short-term trades. Then we had this break and hold over 15,060, right? This was the beautiful long entry, right, yesterday. Now, remember all last week when we would talk about, hey, remember when I would make these charts that would say, let's look for the break and hold over the highs or the break and hold under the lows? Remember when I make those charts, right, on these live streams, and I say, let's just wait for the break and hold of the channel highs or channel lows. Let's just wait for that trade. Well, that was it, right? And if you didn't get it, right, then you have to accept you missed it. That was it yesterday, right? That was your break and hold of channel highs right there yesterday. So really nice stuff there. It couldn't have been cleaner. We took some Tesla swings overnight. Obviously, I'm up nicely on them now, but we'll see how they open up. You guys can see right here. We entered some Tesla October 20th, 255 calls around 12:18 yesterday, about afternoon time, 12:18. This is what Tesla looked like at the time. We were trading off that demand. We'll talk about this one in a little bit. But that was pretty much 12:18 was around that time where we started to get the potential of a break and retest on the NASDAQ. And that was it. So congratulations, guys. If you caught that move, very clean, very well done. Technical levels again. Now, where are we today? All right. Where are we today? I would be very careful. Looking to chase upside today. Okay. You are approaching some very big levels here. If I go to the 4-hour chart, right, and I am going to remove the overlap volume to make this a little bit cleaner. You are approaching a very large 4-hour level here, right? Look at this 4-hour chart, okay? I'm actually going to make this only here. 1 second. Okay, so here's the 4-hour chart, right? Previous lows, previous highs, previous lows, previous low, right? And look at where you're sitting today. 15,250. You have the 100 and the 50 SMA stacked up right above as well. I do not expect this to be an easy level to get through, okay? And so I have really no interest in chasing upside today. The only way I'm interested in that upside is if we get that hold above 15,250. If we can get that hold above 15,250, if we get back above these previous pivot points on the market, back above the 100, back above the 50, things could get pretty interesting, right? We could definitely see that squeeze continuation. All the shorts that are sort of underwater here are going to get squeezed out of this position. If we can actually break this is probably the most important level to be watching here because, right, what did we do yesterday? We pretty much just moved, we squeezed higher, making back for the pretty much straight down move that we saw a few weeks ago. So this is really where that pivot started, right? After we broke this 15,250 level, that's where that just sort of flush came in. That's where it just sort of gave up, right? So, see, hamster. We're not out here guessing rug pulls, right? This is not, guys. I try my best, right? And I don't try to be a dick, but like thinking about when rug pulls come, thinking about when the next market crashes, that's amateur hour, right? That's not what we care about. We don't care about that. All right? Let's just focus on the levels. All right? Let's just trade what the market provides to us. Let's not talk about what what's manipulated, when the rug pull's coming. Let's just stay, keep our minds as open to any possibility as possible. That's what's going to provide us the best opportunity. So I don't mean to be hamster. I don't mean to, call you out like that, but it's a good example, right? I don't ever think about where's the rug pull. When is the manipulation going to enter, right? I'm just not. It's just try to keep it out of your mind. Okay. So 15,250. Keep an eye on that zone. All right. That is what you're rejecting this morning. Keep an eye on that. 15,250 and that 50 and 100 SMA, right? 50 and 100 SMA, right? So keep an eye on that area. That's going to be heavy. I don't think it's going to be easy to get through this area, guys. So after a big move like yesterday, I don't think I'd be coming out here guns blazing for the upside move, right? I don't think you want to be gun blazing for upside move this morning after this heavy zone and this 50 and 100 SMA just sitting right above. Where would I want to look for pullbacks? You could look Friday's highs, right? You could look Friday's highs around 15,150, right? You could watch Friday's highs around 15,150, but I would probably want to pull back to 15,060, right, for my next long entry. So you guys might be able to catch the retest again of previous channel highs today, right? If you get that pullback, I would first watch Friday highs, 15,150, right here, Friday highs, 15,150 zone. I would watch that, right? Or if you get more, I would watch the 20 SMA 15,060. That's the retest of the previous channel high. So for me, I'd want pullbacks today, guys, before going long. I would not want to be longing into this zone, right? I would not want to be longing into this zone, okay? QQQ. So pretty much the same concept we just talked about, guys. Break and hold over 363 yesterday, channel high, nice break and retest. You have the Friday highs here, and you have some very heavy supply above at 369. So if I go to the 4-hour chart, you guys can see right here, right? Look at this 4-hour chart on the Qs. For major previous lows at 369. So that is going to be tough up there, right? No doubt about it. 369 above, it's going to be a tough level to get through. You also have the 50 SMA right here, which is rejecting, right? So you have this 368, which is rejecting in both in the after hours and pre-market today. So again, right, I don't feel that comfortable longing towards this 50 SMA and longing towards this 369. It's possible, but it could get a little heavy today, right, after a big move yesterday. So I'm going to watch Friday highs, right? I'm going to watch this 366, see if this holds, right? That's sort of where I'm looking for longs. And then the next one is back to the channel high, 363, and the 20 SMA, right? I think you guys would, at least for me, and I think maybe this is a good mindset thing to really consider, I would completely stop taking long entries if you're not seeing downside, right? And I would completely stop taking short sides if you're not seeing upside. And I know that's the complete inverse of what you normally think or most people think. I very rarely like to take long entries without getting some type of a pullback, right? That's my strategy. So, the beginning mindset is to long something that's going up on the day. I would prefer to long something that's not like tanking on the day, right? There's a fine difference between, a complete tank job and just a short-term pullback, right? That's very different. But you want to get some margin on your, if you're in an uptrend, right? If the market's starting to uptrend, you want to take those longs off those little, those little valleys. And so, today I want margin, right? I want margin on my longs. I don't want to long at the highs, right? I'm not going to long up here at 369. I want some margin. I want a little bit of move. I want a little bit of value for my risk, right? So I want to get, that 365 hold or that 365 pullback. I want the retest back to that 363, right? And that's where I'll look to potentially look for longs. If we get upside, right? Let's say the NASDAQ gets upside today and we sort of bump our head right into that 100 SMA, this is maybe where I look to see if there's rejections here, right? I'm not looking for rejections on a pullback, right? So just be careful here today, guys. Very nice move. Probably going to excite a lot of people, right? A lot of people are going to get sort of horned up on the long side. I would just be sort of cautious there. You have a lot of supply above. You guys should be the ones that are educated with the levels to watch, right? There's a lot of people that aren't even, they have no idea the 100 SMAs. I can guarantee you about 50% of retail traders have no idea that the 100 SMA is here. I can guarantee you that. I can also guarantee you that they're not watching 15,250 on the futures, right? They're just buying spy calls today because that's what their mentor said. So, just be aware of your levels, right? That's the key. 15,150, that's Friday highs, 15,250 supply, and you have to be watching those SMAs above. Those look very heavy. The best long entry for me is this pullback. This is really the best entry for me, right? Back to the 20 SMA, back to that 15,060, get those shorts to pile in again, thinking that yesterday was complete bullshit, and then that thing squeezes again. That could be interesting, right? So ES, let's continue. So same exact thing, right? Yesterday, what did we talk about, guys? Do not short the market if we're above 4,300. Do not short the market if we're above 4,300. Do not short the market if we are above Wednesday and Thursday highs at 4,300. And that is exactly what you should not have done, right? You should not have shorted the market if we were above 4,300. Right? And so you guys can see right here, break. We got a gap down on futures. Everyone thinks the market's going to tank, right? It's the Black Monday. The market's down 50%. Everyone loses everything. No, you hold the technical level to break and retest, right? And that is a beautiful hold of 4,300, a strong demand hold at the exact previous highs. We're not shorting anything if the ES is above 4,300, right? Or we could take short-term scalps, but we're not staying short biased, right? So of course, there's some short-term rejection plays out there. I took some myself, but you are not staying short biased. You are not taking large, large positions, just sort of letting things go down. It's just not what we're doing here. So you have that 4,300 level that just held on. Beautiful long, right? Beautiful upside. We got above Friday highs, right? You guys can see right here, Friday highs. So today, what are you watching? For me, I would watch the 43.55 area on the ES. I would watch to see if this Friday high does anything of support, right? I don't know yet if that Friday high is important, right? I know it's there, and I will watch it, but I don't know how strong it will be, right? I don't know that for sure. I know, right? Let's do a quick learning lesson for the group here. And then I'm going to run an ad after this. So quick learning lesson, then I'm running an ad on your ass. Why is this area, why am I more confident on this area than I am on this area, right? This is something you need to understand, guys. This is very important, right? Not every retest is the same retest. Not every structure point on the market is as strong as the next, right? So this is simply just a one-day high, right? That's a one-day high. Right? That's all that is. It's a big push and a one-day high, right? This is a multi-day rejection point, right? You have a previous support, rejection. Look how many times this level was tested, right? Look at the difference between this and this, right? So, am I going to go long as confidently off of 43.50 today as I was to look long off 4,300 yesterday? No, right? No. That's different, right? Those are different. You need to understand that, okay? So that's something you pay attention to today. How do you avoid any type of fake hold? You scale down here, right? This isn't as confident. So if I take a 10,000 position size here on longs, I'm not taking $10,000 here, right? Maybe I'm taking $2,000, $3,000, right? I'm scaling down here because I don't know if this long entry is going to hold up, right? So very important to pay attention to, right? And with that, I'm running an ad. Whoever's still here, no ads for you. Whoever's not here, enjoy your ad. All right. So ES, right? 43.50. You guys can see that right there. 43.50. That's an important level right there. Now, if we zoom out, right? Let's zoom out. 1 hour chart, right? 1 hour chart. You guys can see right here. The next level to watch is the major 4,400, right? The major 4,400. We are all products. So 4,400, right? This is going to be the big boy up here, right? This is going to be the big boy. That 20 SMA above is also a little bit concerning, right? You guys can see it right up there. But if you go to the 4 hour chart, right? Look at this 4 hour chart, guys. This 4 hour chart, you can clearly see 4,400, right? You can clearly see 4,400. Could this be, right? And I'm not saying this can't be, right? There is nothing stopping this market from sort of bull trapping a bunch of people into 4,400, right? Sort of chilling here today, right? Sort of a little bit of chill, little calm before the storm. PPI comes out, bam, right? Nothing. There's nothing stopping that from happening. This could just be a 4 hour break, retest, rejection, right? There is nothing stopping this from being a break and retest rejection of this neckline on the ES, right? Look at this. That would make a lot of sense to me. So, how do you avoid that? You don't hold insane swing trades. You protect your portfolio, and you just prepare for any possibility on the market. This could be a very clean break and retest rejection of 4,400 for more downside, and just sort of stay on this trend, something along those lines, right? That is very possible. And so we're not out here, putting our life savings in calls right now. We are still trading the market and its technical levels. And so I would be, like I said earlier, I would start to be a little bit cautious as you approach this 4,400. I would be the same as you approach this 15,250 today, right? I would not be balls to the wall buying calls here into these levels, right? If you didn't catch the move yesterday, if you didn't catch the move last week, you need to understand that you missed it and you're not out here chasing today into supply. So please watch the 43.85 20 SMA and please watch the 4,400 today. Those are going to be some heavy levels above to pay attention to. SPY, same thing, right, guys? You guys can see right here, you have this previous low, this previous high. That's right at 434. That's your 4 hour neckline on the head and shoulder formation. If I extend this to the left, right, you have this little larger term head and shoulder formation that when we broke below it, right, you got that big flush. You're coming back and retesting it at 434. 434 is the level to be watching today, right? That actually is probably a pretty decent fib level as well. Let's get the fib boys going. Where are the fib boys at? Yeah, fib boys. 50% retracement of this last leg lower. Everything's possible, guys. Everything's possible, right? So, 434. Watch that level. Very important level. That's going to be your previous low here on the 4 hour, previous high here on the 4 hour. That could have a little bit of a tough time breaking through, right? Now, what else would I be watching? So in the short term, right, of course, you got to watch that 434, right? I'm not saying you just go super short here, right? That's not what I'm saying here either. You just have to be aware of it. I would also be watching this 432 level, right? You can see right now 432 is holding pretty damn well here, right? Both from yesterday and into the pre-market today. So you can see right here 432 holding on very nicely on the on the SPY ETF. I would also be watching Friday's highs, right? Friday's highs 431. I don't know why this is so big. I would be watching 432, right? That's that pre-market low. And I'd be watching Friday highs at 431, right? So 432, 430, 431, those are your two pullback levels. Understanding that there is some heavy action above at 434, okay? So we just have to watch what the reaction is. That's all. Mr. Jones, very nice hold on the Jones, right? We talked about this yesterday. We talked about the hold of 33,350. That's exactly what it did. Congratulations if you caught that. I have nothing for you, okay? 33,350, that was the long. I'm next. I have nothing for you there. Russell, same exact thing. 1740. We talked about that demand low on the daily chart, right? We talked about this demand low on the daily chart, and you guys can see it is starting to hold. So, does the Russell have some relief, and does it continue in the channel that it's probably going to trade in for an extended amount of time, the same way it did here? So 1740 channel low on the Russell is holding. Maybe there's some more upside there. All right, let's go to stocks. Tesla. So why did I long Tesla yesterday? Well, one, I saw the ES and NASDAQ holding demands, right? That's one. I said, okay, ES is clearly holding 4,300. And I'm going to assume that the longer we hold this 4,300, right, the longer the buyers are going to build up. And the more likely is that we're going to push off that 4,300 level. So that was one, right? The other one was the 15,060 break on the NASDAQ. So I got long Tesla around 12 o'clock yesterday, which is right on this general area, right? And man, what a trade for the group. What a trade for me. Awesome little swing trade, scalp, whatever you want to call it, into this supply high. And you guys can see right here, we still take profits, and we're still paying attention to levels, right? We don't take longs here and just enter la land, right? That's not what you do, right? You don't enter longs here and then enter la land and just think you're going to the moon, right? That's not how you trade. So where did I scale some off? I scaled some off at 2 o'clock, which is right here, right? 2 o'clock, right around here. Where else did I scale some off? 339. Scaling some more off Tesla, 339. That's right around here. That was pretty much the high. So we're still scaling out of our positions as we get the move. We're not entering, dreamland where we're just saying, this is going forever and I'm just going to make $1 million off this trade. No, right? That's not trading. That's just holding. There's think about the word trading. What is trading? Trading is that you're trading, right? You're not holding. If you want to do holding, if you want to start to learn about the holding, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The holding skill, I would think twice in this market at least. So we're trading, right? We're taking that long. We're scaling out into those pushes. We're locking in our profits so that if this moves lower, which it is a little bit today, I did hold some overnight, right? But if this moves lower overnight, I don't have to worry about it, right? Because I've scaled out, I've traded out of that position. So nice long there at demand lows, selling at supply highs. Hey guys, right? Same thing we got in all week, right? So what did I do? Nothing that, right? This is not something I can't teach you or you can't teach yourself, right? What did Tesla do? It simply just did the same thing it's been doing for the last few days. It just demand lows, supply highs, demand lows, supply highs, demand lows, supply highs, right? It's the same thing over and over again. Now, I will say I am very interested in Tesla making another leg higher. I am very interested in this candle, right? Or in this move. I want this move because I like the stair-stepping structure that Tesla is building here, right? This is sort of looking like, and now of course this could pull back and we could have another, sort of consolidation move here within this channel. But ultimately, I am definitely interested in this structure point creating an upside move. Who's calling me right now? So that's what I'm watching here on Tesla. I'm watching to see if this higher low, right, this sort of stair step above the previous highs creates that next leg higher. I don't know if that's going to come yet, but I definitely like what I'm seeing here so far. And of course, economic data could mess up everything, of course, right? We got to be careful of our data coming up. We got to be careful of any type of big moves on the NASDAQ futures. But, right, we'll see, right? We'll see. Let's focus on this. 262 supply, 252 demand. It's a 10-point range on Tesla. And that's all you watch, right? 10-point range on Tesla. So, are you going to long here? Are you just going to long here, right, at supply highs? No. And I can guarantee you people are going to ask me if they should long Tesla here today, right? You do not now long Tesla. If you missed the long here, you're not longing here. If you missed the long here, you're not longing here. If you missed the short here, you're not shorting here, right? That's it, right? That's it. You missed the trade, okay? Get over it, right? You missed the long. You're not going to trade longs on Tesla today. The only way you're trading longs on Tesla today is if it gets over 262 and holds above it, or if it pulls back to 252 again. That's it. These are the only two long entries on Tesla. If you do not long Tesla here, or if you do not long Tesla here, you are trading with no edge, okay? So, 262, 252, watch those levels on Tesla. NVIDIA. This is a pretty interesting hold at 452 on NVIDIA. I'm interested to see what happens here, right? Right here. Previous highs at 452. Little bit of a hold going on here. So I'm interested to see what does NVIDIA do here at 452 today. Hard to trust it, right, since it's so short term. Excuse me. Hard to trust it because it's so short term here. But I will be watching, right? You guys can see right here, 452, 452, 452. Held it a little bit there on Friday of last week. Got back above it yesterday. We're holding above it in the pre-market. So 452. Can we get a hold of that? And if I start to see buyers step up here, I'm looking for that long, right? To the downside as well, if we get under 452, could see a little bit of slippage, right? So 452 is really the level I'm watching on NVIDIA today, all right? Meta, AMD, Amazon. Meta, AMD, I don't really have much for Meta, guys. I just wanted to give you an update because it did move, and it did do a pretty nice break and retest here. You guys can see right here, previous highs on Meta, right around that 311, right? Look at this. Friday, 311 break. Monday, 311 retest. Yesterday, huge hold at 311, right? That's just a break and retest of previous highs, right? So that's really pretty stuff yesterday on Meta. Very clean. Finally saw something of structure, something clean on Meta there. Now, I don't know, right? This is where I don't know. Because I don't know how much I trust. One, right, there's a few things I don't trust on Meta. One, I don't know how much I trust a move like this that just came out of a shit show, right, for the last almost month and a half, 2 months, right? Meta was a shit show here. Like, seriously, I've never seen a stock go from being a pretty clean trade to just being dead, right, in such a quick time, right? This was dead for months. So it just woke up a little bit. Do I trust it to hold, or does that go right back down, right? Does that go right back down? Very possible. And I don't know if I trust this hold. I don't know how much I trust these levels after seeing this action. So I'm going to be a little bit patient on Meta before I jump into it. But I would be watching like this 318, 320 area on Meta, right? I think this is really your heavy supply level to be watching above. 320 is at these previous highs. I'd watch this 320 supply and that 311 demand, okay? Yeah, I need more coffee. Cheers. All right, Meta, that's that. AMD, Amazon, Google. All right. AMD. Yeah, okay. So, what did we talk about on AMD yesterday? We talked about the 105 retest, right? Bam, man. Just sexy. Really, that's all I can say. It was just sexy. There's your 105 hold, 105, little 104, 105 area here. Break, retest, hold, nice long. Can you get upside continuation, though, right? That's the question. You need to get over 108, right? You need to get over 108 now. Now AMD has found itself in a little bit of a channel, right? This is potentially, right? Guys, this is how it starts. This is potentially your next leg higher. So you had previous lows here and previous highs here, right? Previous channel that we traded in. This is potentially your next channel, right? So you have to watch this 108 supply. You watch the 105 demand. And you trade it off the levels, right? We're just creating channels. We're trading levels, right? That's what we do every single day. We're just setting up these channels, setting up these trades. So your 105 demand longs, right? Or your 107 supply shorts, or your 107 break, 108 break and retest, right? So yesterday, what was it? Yesterday, it was the break of the channel, the retest of the channel, and the long. So you could look for the same thing. AMD, 105, 105, 108, very nice. Amazon. So, yeah, Amazon's still sort of weak, right? Amazon has been weak. I can't stop yawning. I was up too late yesterday, man. I'm going to delete this middle level on Amazon and just sort of give it the larger term channel because I think that's really the more important level. So what I would be watching here, guys, if the market does get more upside, right here, if the market gets more upside, 130, right? That's the level to watch on Amazon, guys. This is really your major breakout level. If you get above 130, if you get above that 100 SMA, that might be the move to watch, right? So watch that 130 level on Amazon and that 124 demand. This is really just a 6-point channel. So just monitor this 6-point channel, all right? 130, 124 on Amazon. Look for that 130 break or look for that 130 rejection. Have a good day, Chef. All right, so Amazon 130, 124, that's the level to watch. Google, very interesting today, okay? This is very interesting today. Look at this. We're at a 4-hour high, guys. Google's been a beast, man. What a stock to own. What a stock to own. Yeah, Google's just sort of running, man. Just sort of grinding. It's not giving up. Look at this. I got levels all the way back from May. I got to delete some of these. So, look at this. Just grinding. And we're at the highs. We're at the highs, which is pretty crazy. And so this is going to be big, right? 140 highs on Google. Strong stock. Strong stock. You guys can see right there. 140. Major previous triple top that caused that big downside move. And so right here, you're at it again. You're at it again. So 140, that's the level to watch today. There's really nothing else you should watch on Google. Just watch 140. Either look for the rejection play or look for the break and hold above. Very clear, very big level today. 140 on Google. Okay? Let's go Apple and then Microsoft, and then we're out of here. Apple, Microsoft, we're out of here. What the hell? I didn't type in the 10-year. / 10-year. I mean, I guess that's important as well. That's very important right now. What's 10-year? It's up a little bit, up about 1% today. Yeah, that's important as well. All right, Apple. 177.50. You guys can see right here, right? We talked about this previous rejection point, 177.50. We broke it. Do we hold it, right? I would not, if I come back here tomorrow. All right, let's timestamp this. I think I can actually timestamp things. Create highlight video, add stream marker, create highlight video. I don't know what that does. I'm gonna add a stream marker though. Add stream marker right there. All right, so if we come back tomorrow and see the 177.50 retest, right? That's just gonna be another example of the break and retest working out. We'll see, right? This is obviously going to depend on what the market does, but we know we have the 177.50 previous rejections, right? We know it rejected here as well. Now you can see we broke it. Now today is the test, right? Today is that test. This is the retest test. The retest test. Do you hold the retest today? I would say it could be down to around 177. So I'd give it like 177. Let me see. Let me go back here. I'd give it back down to these wick highs. Yeah, I'd say you give it back to 177, right? That's really the lowest it would go. 177 is sort of that must-hold low, right? Right here. See this? See this? See this? See this? And then you have the highs around the 177.50. So that whole 50-point range is really the retest zone that will have to hold, right? So let's keep an eye on that on Apple, all right? 177.50, 177 today. All right, last one I got for you guys is Microsoft. Microsoft, 332. And what happened yesterday, right? Another example for you guys. Another example for you guys. What do we have here? We have a break and a retest, right? Again, right? Again. So you break the previous channel high. You retest the previous channel high. You turn the previous channel high into demand, right? Bam. Upside continuation. Break and retest again. So now, right, what are we watching? Supply highs, supply highs. I think it gets a little bit heavy around this 332 area on Microsoft, all right? Watch that 332 on Microsoft. Probably gets a little heavy up there. The other thing I would say you watch is Friday highs, right? This little Friday high and this 100 SMA area at 329. This could get sort of interesting, right? Right here in the short term. You have that 100 SMA going across your screen and that Friday high 329, all right? So, again, futures. And also for all individual stocks, guys, I would, these are like the, in terms of days, these are the levels I would watch. Make sure you are watching Friday's highs on everything, right? Friday's highs on NASDAQ, Friday's highs on ES. Make sure you know where the Friday high is, okay? Friday high and Friday high, right? Those are two very important levels, I think, today. And this is also, right, for example, Friday high on Apple. That's your retest level, right? Microsoft, Friday high. Does it hold, right? So I think you're watching that Friday high today. I think there is importance, right? Friday high is actually where rejected on Tesla, right? You can see right there at that supply high. So I would be watching that Friday high. Any stock that's above it, look to see if it holds it or look to see if it falls back below, all right? All right, guys. That's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys did, if you could, we got 1,700 people here. And we have 800 likes, right? So I have the same like ratio with ads as I do without ads. Random ads, at least you knew about it today. So we're going to have to, right? We're just trying to extract some, I know those fingers, I'm going to have to extract them, right? Use those fingers for something else, guys. Give your, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to get explicit here. Press the like button. Subscribe to the channel. All right? If you guys could, 1,000 likes every stream. I need it. I need it. If you guys could, press that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Support the channel. Help me continue to grow. Right? I'm not getting stagnant over here, guys. We got to continue to grow. All right? We got to continue to grow. So, press the like button if you guys could, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.